Okay, so the Confederacy won the Civil War. They beat Lincoln. And you're probably wondering, how in the hell is that possible? Don't you know history? Yada, yada, yada. Negative words, negative words. Okay, here's the thing. The Confederacy, they lost a battle. That's it. They didn't lose the war. See, a war goes until there's a victor. And the Confederacy, they haven't won yet. But let's say you go into war in percentages. They lost a lot of ground. They lost roughly 10% of their ground. They lost their slaves. They found other ways to keep black people enslaved or indentured or in the workforce or something. They found other ways. But the Union lost that great battle. That was a 4-year battle, not a war, because it's not over. The Union, they defeated them in political terms, but not social, not even close. They were even there to ensure that things are going to happen in the right direction. You know, black people not getting lynched and brutalized and things like that. That was the point. But then, just like us today, what happened? Lincoln's people got complacent. They went away. They turned their backs. And all the racist hangings, lynchings, castrations, and other things, they went prolific again. And today, what we have is the result of a 4-year battle lost, but a war still ongoing. Because when you destroyed those slave owners' ability to have slaves, what happened was their businesses slowly died, especially when machinery started to come into play. However, they had to migrate somewhere. So they migrated where? North to the west. That's really the only places to go. And when you do that, you take your Bible Belt religion. You take all of that mess. So they migrate their families. Now they're migrating from the south to the north in now what would be the whole of United States. They migrated all over the place and they settle down and they teach that racist mess. They furthered their racist ways. Oh, I wish we could get the Negroes back under our control again. That's what you'd hear. That's the dinner table. That's probably even the talk today. Man, my great-great-granddaddy owned plenty of slaves. He did well for himself. Why can't we have it again? That's what you're going to hear. So the South, the Confederacy, they won. They spread throughout. And what have you got? Think about it. Okay, I know a lot of you probably shaking your head, but think about it. They're in Congress. Look at Jeff Sessions. Look at Donald Trump. All that racist mess, it spreads. They get to have the power now. They've always had it, but now they don't have to hide it. That's what's so awesome about observational truth. It counters statistics. It counters, hearsay. It counters alternative facts. Observational truth, you get to see Trump. The black dude that got punched out, he said, oh, back in my day, we would have taken him and, he couldn't even complete it because he knew how messed up it was to say it. His dad didn't want blacks going to a hotel, or at least the front of it at least. So yeah, even Trump, I mean, come on. He hates immigrants, but what's he married to? I mean, maybe she should get deported. Now, in addition to all of this, they have mayoral positions. They're in the police department. The police are killing black people in droves. They're killing white people in, I'd say, half droves, but only the black people are going to get mainly reported. You've got this current unite the right, or, let's make America great again. Let's make blacks slaves again is basically what it is. That's what they want. So when you've got the South, the Bible, what do politicians go to? The Bible Belt. They go right to the Bible Belt. That's the South. That's the racist area. They want everything in the South. That's the first place they go because they have to win it. If they don't win it, they're pretty much not going to win the election. They don't even talk about state per state. Just think about that. It's not state per state. It is literally the Bible Belt. It is the South. It is the Southern strategy. You get the white racists on your side and you're going to win. Hands down, every time. And that's scary if you really think about it. If you get the white racist vote, you win. They don't want the white people who are not racist. They want the white people who are either apathetic or racist undercover or overtly racist. They don't look for the African American vote. And when they do, it is literally some of the worst shit you'll see. You'll see Bill Clinton playing the saxophone and then Hillary Clinton breaking out hot sauce. That's what you'll see. You want the Democrats. I mean, you think about Obama when he ran, when it was him and Hillary, when it was finalized, him and Hillary, the Republicans and the Democrats were asking, where did he come from? And they scrambled to get as much dirt on him as possible. Even the Republicans was trying to help Hillary beat Obama. That's amazing. And when Obama won, the South, this Bible Belt South, and then literally sprinkled throughout all of the North, okay, was hatred about Obama, despite his rhetoric being to help everybody. Now, the Kochs should have called Obama like they did Hillary. We'll support so long as the actions are different than the rhetoric. But the South won this long-term battle in a war that has not ended. They want their heritage. That's what they're after. And their heritage is slavery. Their heritage is Jim Crow laws. I mean, their heritage is lynchings. That's what their heritage is. And that's something that it's hard to fight because there's too many of them. They've got the Second Amendment on their side, so they can shoot whoever they want, and they become cops. You can't do it in the street as a civilian. You can't. However, you can as a cop. So they become cops. They just found a way to do what they want to do and get away with it. That's what's happened. So you have to ask, how do you fight this type of thing? I usually try to give some kind of answer, no matter how minuscule it could be. You know, I try to do my best to give you something. And honestly, the Civil War's never ended. And what's it going to take for, I mean, how many people, white, black, Latino, Asian, how many people got to die before, well, the ones being murdered take up arms and say, if you come after me racially, I'm going to kill you. If you come after me trying to kill me, I'm going to kill you. I mean, if you want another counter, how about that those who are progressive in mindset, meaning they're anti-slavery, they're anti-racist, anti-fascist, what about those? What if they formed their own police organization? They fund it themselves. And with that organization, is it possible to police the police? So if the police does something horrendous, they get charged as if they're a civilian, which I think it should be happening now anyway. If the cops can kill because they feel without evidence that their life is in mortal danger, then isn't it fair for those who are going to be killed under this guise to be able to defend themselves? And I know that's a rabbit hole. I know that's a slippery slope. I know that. I get that. It means that people are going to start killing cops and whatnot because they felt afraid. But the truth is, how could you not feel afraid? You have to ask yourself that. How could you not feel afraid of the cops going to kill you? Not all cops are bad. I know that. I know that. I've seen some do some good work. I've seen some scare the shit out of me. It's not cool. But, oh man, there's got to be something to counter this. I'm open to suggestions. Make laws, write new laws, get better people in Congress, get better people in the Senate, get better people as the president, vice president, get better people as the Speaker of the House. Make sure lawmakers are not controlled by corporations. They're not controlled by religion. They're not controlled by racism. They are controlled by what literally makes the country better. That's one thing that we need to do. As a people, we're all people. That's what we are. We might as well treat each other well. So that's what we have to do. Focus on that. What keeps us alive? What stops everyone from panicking? What will kill the racism? What will kill these weak scared, fidgety, trigger-happy, tackleberry-like cops. What's going to happen? What's the tipping point? How far can you be taken? How long can you be under threat before you fight back some way, whether it's socially, politically, or vigilante? What does it take? Tell me in the comment section below, what would it take for you? And what action do you think is best to take? This is Sedrik Cannady for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.